Previously on SheWolfMom. Hello friends, I am so excited to share this video with you today. It has been a long time coming. The first time that I shared this house tour with you was back in, I believe it was November of 2022. And 2023 has just been a very strange year. It started off with a car accident. I ended up getting COVID. Then we had a lot of doctor's appointments related to that car accident. And you know, there's just a lot of things going on in our personal life that really distracted us from getting this house done. We were working on this house in between life, let's just put it that way. But it is finally done, it is rented out, and we are so happy to be in this place right now. In this video, there are going to be some things that I am not going to talk about. So if you have any questions about the process, about our thought process on why we may or may not have done something, go ahead and leave your question down below. I may do a follow-up video to answer these questions if there are enough questions, because I'm more than sure that I'm not going to address everything that you may want to know. To start off with some of the major changes that we made to this house, I'm not going to show you in this video, and that is because there's no way that I can show them to you. We changed out the air central for refrigerated air, and then we also added a mini split to the addition in the back of the house because there was no air going into that room. There's no ductwork going into that room at all, so it was hot or cold, and so the mini split system was the perfect choice for us to get air into that room. One of the other big changes that we made to the home was switching out the windows. We replaced all of the windows with brand new windows. The windows that were on the home when I shared the tour with you are the original windows to the home, which was built in the 1950s. They were old, they didn't work anymore, they were just done with, and we really wanted to make the house a lot more energy efficient, and we also just wanted to make sure that that was something we didn't have to worry about for the long term. So the air and the windows were changed. We also updated the flooring. All of the flooring in the house is brand new. We didn't want to keep the existing tile that was there and then replace just the bedrooms. That was not something that we wanted to do. And then we also did not want to lay any type of laminate flooring on top of the old tile. That was just a big no-no for us. And I know that's an easy way or a quick fix, but we're not looking for quick fixes. We're looking for fixes that are going to last long term. So there is no carpet in the house. It is all new flooring, and I really do love the way it turned out. Another big change that we made, and I did address this in the video, are window shutters. We added window shutters to the entire house. It was something that we thought would be best just because we didn't want people going in and drilling into the walls. These walls are cinder block walls. They are no joke. The house is old. So we just wanted shutters on. That way none of that was going on. We bought a new refrigerator. We switched out the stove. Unfortunately, you're going to see in the video that not all of the appliances match. And of course, I would want them to match, but I also wasn't going to go out and spend a ton of money just to have something match when I already had that specific appliance waiting for that house. as these appliances break and we cannot replace them, then I will go in and replace them with something that matches a little better, but that's gonna have to wait. As I mentioned, we were looking at making changes that were gonna last for the long haul. We don't wanna have to go into this house and do these major changes when a tenant is living there, or even when they move out. Obviously things are going to happen and we are prepared for that, but for now we know that the house is in really great condition and we shouldn't have to do a lot of maintenance to it in the future. So with that said, I want to go ahead and get into this video, but before I do, I wanted to talk about today's sponsor. This is a sweet company that has been extremely patient with me, and I am so thankful to them. Minooy is a brand that sells leather bags, handbags, clutches, backpacks, crossbodies, you name it, they have it all. They are one of the largest brands that sells top-notch leather bags worldwide. This company is a worldwide company that I had never heard of, and so that's why I'm really excited to talk to you about it today. I know that I have some friends out there that love purses like I do, but I'm always interested in learning about brands where I can get the quality without the price, and Minooy is definitely one of those brands. Minooy was kind enough to gift me one of their beautiful bags, and I chose the Hebe crossbag. I chose this bag for various reasons. I put a lot of thought into my choice. For one, I loved that it had a built-in wallet. I was going out of the country this summer, and I knew that this was the purse for me. I knew that all of my belongings would be safe in this purse. The size of the purse was also something that I gravitated towards. It wasn't oversized, but it also wasn't too small. I have a family of 4, and for whatever reason, even though I'm not carrying a diaper bag anymore, my family still does put stuff into my purse, especially my husband. The capacity inside of the purse is actually very large, and that is because I don't have to carry a wallet, and then there's other pockets outside of the purse that provide me with more space. I fell in love with the stitching and design of the strap. It is absolutely beautiful. This purse is stitched very well. The hardware is beautiful and sturdy. The zippers work perfectly. I have not had any problems with the zippers, and there is no problem with any fraying of the stitching. I've been using this purse since July. I have not switched to another purse. I absolutely love this purse. It does come in different colors, but I wanted a color that was different, and I really feel like this color works for any season. So right now I'm using it for fall and winter, and it goes with everything that I wear, and it's just gorgeous. So I highly recommend that you look into this company. They did give me a $20 off code for you to use. They do have other deals going on right now for the holidays, but definitely check them out. Their purses are amazing. Thank you, Minooy, for sharing your amazing product with me and my viewers. Welcome to our newly renovated casita numero uno. When entering the home, you walk straight into the living area. It's noticeably bright and airy. One of the major changes that we made to this home was the flooring. We took up all of the existing flooring, which was a mixture of carpet, tile, and even a little bit of wood flooring. It was replaced with ceramic tile. This ceramic tile was laid in the entire house. There is no carpet in this rental property. All of the lighting and fans in the house are now new and all uniform. Nothing is different. That was really important to us, to have everything just be the same and be very cohesive. We are now going to be walking into the kitchen. There is a new fridge in the kitchen, but I'm going to go ahead and share the pantry with you. The pantry did not get a very big upgrade at all. All I did was add in the dryer. There are some gifts and food items in the pantry, and that is because my little sister-in-law is moving in and our family got together and got some gifts for her. The kitchen was my baby, and I didn't want to put a lot of money into it at this time, but I still wanted to do my best to make some changes on a budget. Getting new cabinets was something that was not an option for me, and that is because I love the original metal cabinets that are in this home. They are from the 1950s and they work perfectly fine, but I did want to give them a little facelift. So what I did is I used a new paint technique and tried to give them a wood-like appearance, and I really do think I nailed it. We also installed new hardware, and this is hardware that I use in every one of my kitchen projects. You'll even find them in my personal home. I wanted to be sure to do this project justice, so I made sure to line all of the cabinets. That way everything just looked new, fresh, and clean. I'm sure we can all agree that I did not have to go that extra mile, but I really have pride in the things that I do, and I wanted to be sure to deliver the best possible home to my tenants. My husband and I really do think of this home as an extension of ourselves, and we wanted it to be something that even we ourselves would be proud to live in. Unfortunately, I did not film the process of transforming these cabinets. I am more than sure that that's something you would have been interested in seeing. I really do love the way they turned out, and they are super, super custom, hand painted with a lot of love. And this hardware here is original to the metal cabinets. What I did is I painted them black, I spray painted them, and they look fabulous. I really love the way they look. I also lined the inside of the drawers. Everything is lined, and I'm really glad that I took that extra step because it really did make a huge difference. Another major change that I wanted to make to the kitchen but did not get to was the countertops. I even purchased all the materials to get it done. I wanted to repaint the countertops, definitely a lighter and brighter color, but I just didn't get to it. And by this point, I'm just a little tired and overwhelmed, and I'm going to go ahead and leave the countertops as is. I figured later on I'd come back and get them replaced. I'm just going to get them replaced in the future, but for now, they are going to stay. I also tried to freshen up under the sink. If you remember my house tour, there was bugs and it was just really disgusting under there. Replacing the faucet was something that was simple to do and made a really nice change. So I'm really glad that we did that. This is the same faucet that I have in my home as well. Something else that I did was paint the backsplash black. And this was actually a last minute decision. I had that idea in my head that I wanted to paint it black since I wasn't going to be officially adding a backsplash, and it would just give it a nice contrast. Well, I went to Walmart, I found a $25 can of black paint, and I painted it. I am so glad that I did because I really do think that it tied everything together. We also ended up changing this particular light in the kitchen, a last minute decision, because we saw it at Lowe's and it was just something that we really liked and thought that it would give the kitchen just some more light, because this kitchen is dark, as you can see, and it does need a lot of light. So we really loved this small change. It was so easy to install, easier than the one before. We also switched out all the knobs in the house to these particular knobs here. All the knobs in the house were different. We still have to get this one changed out, but there's an example there. Uniformity is amazing, so I'm really glad that we also upgraded that small detail. We had the internet installed and it is right here on the floor. This was an addition in the back of the house, and this room, if you remember, had horrible dirty carpet. We also switched out the sliding door. The sliding door is new and added a security gate along with a mini split system because there was no air in this room coming or going. So it was really hot in the summers and really cold in the winters. So this mini split system was the perfect fix for that problem. This room does have a closet, so it is considered the fourth bedroom. Now going to go down the main hall of the home, and this is bedroom number 1. I didn't talk about the shutters. The shutters are one of the big changes that we made as well. We had shutters installed in our second home that we purchased here in Texas, that we sold before we moved to Arizona, and we loved the shutters. Well, I loved the shutters. So these houses are smaller. By that I mean there's not a lot of windows. Putting shutters in is a little more cost effective than putting shutters in a larger home with a lot of windows. We made a few tweaks here to the hallway. We added a new light, some hardware to this door here, just like the kitchen hardware. And then we also added a new and updated thermostat. So that looks really nice. There weren't many upgrades made to the bathroom. My in-laws had already put in a new vanity and toilet before we purchased the home. I put a new mirror in, a new toilet paper holder, and I spray painted a towel holder that was left behind black so it looks nice and new. I put a shower curtain on because I could not stand looking at the tile in the shower. It's a little busy for me. So the shower curtain made it much more bearable. Of course, if the tenant doesn't want to keep the shower curtain there, I have no attachment to it. This house also has one bathroom, and this is it. And that's one of the negative factors about this house, is that it definitely needs to have at least a half bathroom more. I personally would have added another bathroom when the addition in the back of the house was done, but of course I didn't own the home at that time. In case some of you are just barely tuning in, this home belonged to my father-in-law. It was my husband's home in his teenage years. This was his bedroom here, and this is actually the master bedroom of the home. So this home does have a lot of memories. It's actually a home that's been in the family for 3 generations now. It was his great grandmother's home, followed by his grandfather, and then his father, and now he owns the home. This is the 3rd bedroom here. It's one of the smaller bedrooms, but all the rooms are decent size, I would say, and they just all look so much better, so much cleaner, brighter. The shutters make a good difference, the floor, the fans, the doorknobs, just everything just came together. We are so happy and proud of ourselves that we saw this through to the end. It's been extremely satisfying just to see all of our ideas come to life, and we just can't be more excited to start a new project in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and please let me know your thoughts down below.